Hello everyone, this is Brandon's Aquariums and Terrariums, and this is my 1-gallon terrarium. This has many kinds of plants in it, and I made all this stuff by myself. Many of the things I used from my backyard. I've had this set up for several months, and it's been doing very well. There's two main kinds of plants you probably notice, the white tan and the red tan. These have both grown in very well, and there's also several other plants, including some Java fern, which I've been able to grow out of the water, which you see right there. I'm trying to find a better piece. As you see right there, there's some Java fern. These are some little babies that have been growing in here. There's also some over there, but they've been doing extremely well. Occasionally I'll take them out and break them in two, then make another. There's many of them in here. Of mosses. I also have some in here. There's also some fern moss in the back, but it's not doing as well as mosses in my other terrariums. There's also some leaves that are in this terrarium. I just took them out for the purpose of this video. I put them back in, but I usually add them in here because the inhabitants of the terrarium really enjoy them. Some of the inhabitants include centipedes, which actually had some babies in here. There's actually a lot in here. There's also one right here on the glass. He's just a little baby. He's doing pretty well. There's also some snails in here. I kind of wish they're pretty cool, but I wish I didn't add them because they always put slime all over the glass, and there's dirt. They pull dirt up, and I had to clean it off before doing that. It's a very healthy tank. There's also two other plants you may have noticed. One, I added a piece of Anubias in there to see if it would grow. My dad, who also enjoys this tank, likes this plant. This terrarium. He added this plant, and it's called Creeping Jenny. We found some in our backyard, and it's doing incredibly well in here. I've added it into another terrarium, which it's another 1-gallon jug terrarium that I'll show you guys probably in another video. This substrate I've mixed myself. It's doing pretty good. It's a mixture of several kinds of things. Hold on, I'll move this out. But this is some substrate mix that I've made back here that I'm saving for another build coming up. But it's a mixture of several basic things. Not all I've added in, but it's a mixture of bark, sand, dead leaves, and occasionally twigs and other stuff. The third thing is charcoal or activated carbon. Let me know in the comment section if you think you guys know what the substrate is for. So, back to the leaves. These are like from a pot of plants or something. I like how these leaves look. You can use any ones you'd like. I have some oak leaves and other stuff. I just took them out so you guys can see some of the plants. These will be gone very, very quickly. But the inhabitants, the one I did, there's actually two other in here that love to eat these, which is why I add them in here occasionally. Let's see if I can find them. It'll be pretty tough. One of them, sorry about the bad reflection, is called a springtail. They're these tiny little white insects, and they eat up little things like mold. You can just do a Google search or whatever for them. Because these things are very, very hard to photograph. They're little tiny bugs, but you'll see them jumping around in here. Let me know if you saw that. But they're very active, and they're pretty cool to watch. They're very, very small, though. They're like the size of a tiny grain of sand. And now for the final inhabitant, the isopod, better known as the roly-poly. You may see these guys. Hold on. That's a springtail. I think he got out on the napkin with the leaves. Anyway, these little isopods, or roly-polies, or pill bugs, or whatever you like to call them, they are very, very important in nature. They'll hang out in dead logs and eat decaying matter. You've probably seen them as kids and played with them because they'll roll up in a little ball. But these guys are very important in nature, and I love having them in my terrariums, and they're kind of fun to play with. So these guys, they'll sometimes crawl on my hand. There's one just crawling around and on the carpet. I'll put him back in the terrarium in a second, but he's a very healthy little guy. They've had babies in here. This terrarium moved with us, and there weren't too many roly-polies or isopods at my old house. There's a lot here, so I was able to catch some and put them in here. And this guy has really pretty markings. There are all the little white spots. It looks much prettier in person. But these guys are very, very important, and they help break down lots of the leaves I showed you. Like these, they'll crawl on them when they decay and start eating them over time. Let's put this little guy back in his house. Alright. Actually, these guys lots of time will crawl on the leaves. There's no predators or anything in nature. They're always hiding under logs and stuff, and rocks, but these guys, there's no predators, so lots of time they'll just crawl straight onto the... Don't jump, little dude. They'll crawl straight onto the leaves. Let's see if he'll go. And of course, he's not. Hold on, I'll be back when I put him in there. Alright, and he's back into his little home. He fell, kinda. He fell, but he's just... These guys are really hardy. They really enjoy crawling up on the leaves. Like lots of time we'll just find them like sitting right on here, chilling out. Well, folks, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. We're up to 14 subscribers, and it's really been fun making all these videos, and I know many of you guys enjoy them too. There's going to be a lot of new things in the coming times. My siblings are both getting